You're welcome back. Don't forget, I'm still with your special person, the face you want to be see every day, Bola Abudu. Let's go.
With the glory. Right, back again on board. Bola Abudu is my name. We're still on the matter. Thank you.
With a certain time, we see in life, as we said, about the third party, and I believe this happened in our community, especially the black community. Rather in the church or in our neighborhood, it's always happening. And most people, or some people, they don't realize that it could be a big mistake that can destroy the family. And third party might not be a big problem, but how do they relate the third party into the family? That could be the problem. And to bring in a solution with your experience, what do you think we can do or they can do?
Yeah, like I said in the beginning, there's nothing wrong in having best friends. And there's nothing bad in having a third party. But what is the role of the third party is the question here. Is third party your mother? Is the third party your father? Is the third party your sister or your brother? It does not matter who they are and the role they are playing. And is the third party your pastor? But the role that the third party is playing is what is a problem. If you chooses a third party, who you then relay on about what your husband is doing, where your husband goes daily, how your husband take and upkeep the homes and the kids and yourself and the family, what are the financial situation of your husband, what are his moves ups and down. That is a question. That is what I'm saying. We need to have a boundary. Even if it's a third party, is your mom, you do not report your husband to your mother or your father. If you forgive your husband, your family might not forgive him. You do not relay your wife problem to your parents. If your wife wrongs you, if you keep reporting out to your family, if you forgive your wife, your family might not forgive your wife. That is a question. Because what you see as not a big deal, your family will see it as a big deal. Already, it is not an easy thing for you as a man to go into a strange family and decide to take another woman from there and bring it to your own family for upkeeping, where you both have different background, different upkeepings, different ideas, different family rules. Oh, wow, it is already a challenge. So therefore, you are mounting up another challenge by constantly reporting your husband to your family, which will stand as a sore in the heart of your family. And when you are ready to mend it, they are not ready to solve the problems. So therefore, you are making two rods to crash together, and there could be a problems. So that is the reason why people were saying third party. Having a friend is not an issue. But do you know the mind of your friend? Do you really love your friend the way your friend loves you? Do you believe that your friend loves you the way you love your friend? When you take it as an hobby or as an act, as a nature, to constantly tell your friend about your husband behavior, you want to tell your friend the way your husband sleep with you, you want to tell your friend how financially capable or strength your husband is, you want to tell your friend about your husband disadvantages and his disadvantages. You want to start telling your friends your argument with your husband, either in the kitchen, in the bathroom, in the bedroom. You want to start sharing everything that concerns yourself and your husband with your friend. There is a problem. If your friend is not going to be jealous of you, your friend will start developing an hate to your husband. If your friend does not develop hate to your husband, then your friend will start having an interest in your husband, and there is going to be a problem. And that is the reason why people are talking about third party. If I will make myself clearer and better off, there is nothing wrong in having a third party. But the role of the third party is what we're talking about here. And that is why they say, because there is always a room for temptation. So for that not to happen, there is no reason for you to have a third party. We all have people, we're looking for somebody to talk to, we're looking for a gist partner. Why are you deciding to marry somebody if you don't want to take that person as a gist partner? Do you not remember they said, what divided you stand, together you fall? And you're saying for better, for worse. Then therefore marry your friend. Marry somebody you are comfortable to talk with. Marry somebody if you are comfortable to speak with at any time. Marry somebody you are comfortable to express your mind. And that is the reason why people are saying to you, make sure you make up your mind before you take anybody to an altar. It is not easy to take somebody to an altar and the next day you're telling the person, I do no more. Please, dear brothers and sisters watching me, no reason for you not to have a third party, but the role of the third party is what you're talking about. And before I leave the studio, on the issue of third party, most ladies, especially in code, like to choose their male pastors as their third party. Imagine you as a woman telling your third party, which is your pastor, that your husband did not sleep with you. You're going to see your pastor every odd hours of the night. You're calling the phone of your pastor at every odd hours. You're going to meet your pastors in the church or in private places all alone by yourself. You're wearing a new dress to meet up with your pastor. What are you trying to do? Of course, you are calling for an answer that you're definitely going to get a result. So the reason why people were talking about third party is the action that will put up with the third party and the role that the third party is playing. How do we allow that role to happen? These are all the areas that you and I, we need to look into. There is no reason for you to have a third party in your marriage if you're going to ask me. But if you need to have a third party, which is going to be all right, there is no reason for that. But the role that the third party is going to be playing in your life, in your marriage, is what you need to look after. And this is what you need to think about to make sure your marriage works. Because it might end up destroying your marriage. God bless you.
Be smart and be watchful. Be smart.
Ibẹ̀ tí ẹ sọ pé jẹ́ ọlọ́gbọ́n bí ejò, ó ní kò sì jẹ́ oníwà tútù bí àdàbà. Be smart at the same time.
Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn o. Thank you.
God bless.
Now I do believe that the more you're listening, the more you're learning.
I hope so.
The more you're learning, the more the repair, the damages are repaired.
Thank God.
Now, the families of nowadays, the separation that affect the children come maybe by anger or by something they don't even think of that just happens suddenly. And in my own case, I do not even want someone to advise me what to do in my family before I do it.
That's it.
But when the anger click up, the instruction come up, and it is very hard for someone to control the anger when it is activated. In this case, to the family who are already into it, what do you think they can do, or what can they do much more to minimize it?
To minimize divorce, you mean?
To minimize this aggression that pump
anger
into the family that destroy it.
Okay. Hey, I'm not going to say to people not to get angry because we're all humans. We are bound to get angry with ourselves. But when you get angry, don't get sin. That is what the Bible said. The Bible did not tell you not to get angry. The Bible said we should get angry, but don't get sin. How do we quantify, or how do we address the issue of don't fall into sin with your anger? I've just mentioned it a few seconds ago. When you are upset with your husband, which is what we call anger or aggression, or you see something that makes you unhappy with your husband and you felt fuming and you want to burst out in a very calm manner. But the moment you guys leave your different places and you're about to go on bed, let the matter stop there, right there on the bed. And I remember when we were getting younger and we're getting a bit older, and we're getting to the area of where we're saying we're getting mature, which is the puberty age. My mom always said to us, I still remember vividly, when you're angry with your husband, never in your life form the habit of saying there is no food, because men like to be well fed. The moment you don't give your husband food, then you're pushing him out. Then he will constantly be going to restaurant. Of course, when a man go to restaurant today, he is there next round tomorrow. He's there the next restaurant the third day. The owner of the restaurant possibly will ask, what's wrong with you? Yes. So you are prone to temptation, or you are exposing your husband to temptation, and you are pushing him into taking an action that possibly may affect your marriage. Again, if you're angry with your husband or you're angry with your wife, always make sure when you're expressing yourself, you are not using a language that could cause both of you to think twice before you forgive one another. Èyí tí Yorùbá máa ń pè ní ẹyin lóhùn, tó bá bọ́ sílẹ̀ kò ṣe é kó mọ́. We women, we are prone to quickly insulting our husband and diverting the anger to our parents, either cursing their mother or cursing their wives or cursing the sisters and the brothers. These are the areas we might need to fine-tune. Argue within each other in a very normal way. Argue with each other in a very normal way. Argue with each other in a very normal way. But be very careful the kind of words and languages you use in expressing your anger and the action you are putting up. Don't be vandalism. Because most of us when they're angry, we break things, we destroy things. We all need to be very cautious. When we are getting angry, mind the language you use. Don't destroy things. Don't be vandalism. Be careful the steps you're taking when you're trying to express your feeling. These are wrong behaviors. These are wrong characters that could cause for concern in any man. Remember, you are from different background, different home upbringings. What you see as an issue might not be an issue to him. What you see that is not an issue might be a great issue to him. So be careful. Watch each other. What he likes, what she likes, and follow that as a background of what you have to mount on. God bless you as you keep your home. God likes us to keep our home. Home is a lovely department that Christ himself shows a very typical interest in. That is why his first miracle was in Canaan in Galilee, in the wedding. So my fellow brothers and sisters, if you see a woman that you like, please go ahead and get married. If you see a man that you like, go ahead and get married. Marriage is a department that God is actually looking forward to see, because there is no marriage in heaven. We only marry here on earth. And as you grow up, take good care of your children. God be with me. God be with you. Love yourself till death do you part. Amen.
Thank you very much.
Thank God for that.
I call it a quit today. And I see you another day. I remain yours, largely, Mr. Big Rich.